Hi, today I want to talk to you about hand sanitizer, how it works, and how long does it work. So when it's applied to a hand, typical hand sanitizers are alcohol based, and when you place it onto your hand and rub it in, the alcohol obviously covers your hand. And while it's wet, which is most important, as you know, it dehydrates and evaporates quickly. As it's doing that same thing to the pathogens. So it's surrounding the pathogen with alcohol, and as it's drying, it's evaporating and it's shrinking down and penetrating the walls of that pathogen and essentially drying it out, which then kills it. And that happens very quickly. That whole process happens in about 15 seconds, depending on how much product you put onto your hands. So the more you put on, the wetter you keep it, the slower that process actually happens. So you want to put enough on to cover your hands adequately, and as they dry, the pathogens are dying. Now, once the hands are dry, that process stops. So, to answer the question, how long does hand sanitizer last? Till that whole process ends. It could last from 10 to 20 seconds on average. Okay? Now, what's the difference between common sense hand sanitizer and the rest of them out there? And that's our common sense technology. So that's embedded into our product. So when you apply it to your hand, the alcohol is killing all those pathogens like we spoke about. My hands are still a little bit damp. They're almost dry. Once it's dry, our technology now dries and bonds to the skin and continues to persist. Okay? How long does it persist? Basically, to exfoliate. Most people's skin exfoliates within 24 hours. But as the day goes along, you do different things. You wear the skin off your hands a little faster. So, reapply again, right? You can reapply as many times as you're comfortable or need to. If you're in healthcare, you need to reapply constantly, and that's okay. If you're not in healthcare, you may want to reduce the amount of applications you use or whatever your comfort level is. So, one of the best things about common sense hand sanitizer is your hands won't turn into that. And that's a fact. So, check us out, smartcommonsense.com. Check our website out, smartcommonsense.com. Thank you for visiting today.